I'm going to interview Mr. Dial real quick. Mr. Dial, what do you think?
Well, I hope this thing's finalized this morning.
Y'all probably don't know this, but some briefing came out that that you can't put the legal fees in the rates. So we already got one going in. Shumski's.
But is it still first on the agenda?
It is first on the agenda. All right. Hey, does anybody seen Joe Gimenez, Sandy Nielsen? Are they in here? Rich Schaefer? Dorothy Taylor?
This is a great showing.
Howdy.
How are you doing?
With Jeff Fuller and Jeff
Walker. Josie Fuller.
Josie.
Thank you.
I'm not speaking.
Okay, good. So, but you don't have to sign in.
They're not here?
I'm sorry.
All right.
To
A
speak.
little disappointing.
So it is.
What about Jim Madigan?
As a surprise.
He got his fire hydrant, but he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Bill Ernest?
Well,
Good, I won't get knocked out. I didn't have record on. Sorry, say that one more time.
They might be in the balcony. It's a big place.
Joe Gimenez? Bill Ernest? Oh, we got trouble. Trouble. And the cop. That's that rogue cop. Well, I don't see him. That's too bad. Bill Earnest, Joe Gimenez, Sandy Nielsen, Dana Martin. They're just not here. All right. Well, I can't get to work. Can't tell. Have you two gentlemen seen Joe Gimenez?
No, we haven't. And we're
Bill Earnest?
and we're waiting for the two other board members.
Bill Earnest?
No.
And Schaefer and Taylor are coming?
Well, they're on the board. They should come to a hearing. You would think so.
You would
I
think.
figured they would.
All right.
I'm here.
Yes.
I'm here. Renee's here. Representing the rig.
Hey, no Gimenez? No.
He filed a big PIA.
I'm not surprised.
On Monday.
All right. I don't even see Janet.
I'm surprised she's not here. Exactly.
Somebody has to take notes.
The sucker fish on the sharks.
You can't watch the video online. Hey, has anyone seen Joe Gimenez? Dorothy Taylor, Rich Schaefer, Bill Earnest, Dana Martin. I thought they'd be here.
I'm surprised.
First up is item number 1. Sheila, will you please lay out this item? Yes, ma'am. Item number 1 is second number 50788. The ratepayers' appeal of the decision by Windermere Oaks Water Supply Corporation to change water and sewer rates. Before you is a proposal for decision from SOA. The commission heard oral argument from the parties in this proceeding at the November 2nd open meeting. The ratepayer representatives, Windermere and the county staff each filed exceptions and reprised exceptions to the proposal for decision. The ALJs filed a memo stating that they do not recommend changes to the proposal for decision. We have a commissioner memo on this item. Thank you, Sheila.
And I'm going to try to just hit the high points of the memo. There's a lot of information in there. This is a complicated case. There's a lot of different issues involved. However, I think that the main issues and points I'm trying to make in the memo are when you read in harmony subsections J and E of Texas Water Code section 13043, the commission is required to preserve Windhomer's financial integrity at the time the appealed rates were set. Therefore, the scope of the evidence that the commission may consider in this proceeding should be limited to the information that was available to Windhomer's board on February 11, 2020, and the evidence of the reasonable expenses incurred by Windhomer in this appeal proceeding. Windhomer failed to carry its burden of proof, demonstrating that the appealed rates are in the public interest. The net annual revenue requirement that Windhomer's board should have used to fix Windhomer's rates on February 11, 2020 is $359,378. The $356,378 in net operating reserves plus $3,000 in legal expenses are what comprise that. What should have been the net annual revenue requirement that the board should have used to fix the rates. In order to preserve Windhomer's financial integrity at the time the appealed rates were set, Windhomer should be authorized to recover its outstanding 2019 legal debt through a monthly surcharge collected over 12 months. Windhomer's volumetric and fixed rate should be calculated using the net annual revenue requirement approved by the commission, with 60% of that allocated to water service and 40% allocated to sewer service. Commission staff should identify which costs in the net revenue requirement are fixed and variable, and those costs should be assigned to fixed and variable rates accordingly. Because the net annual revenue requirement that I recommend the commission approve is lower than the revenues that Windhomer collected under the appeal rates, I recommend that the commission order Windhomer to refund the difference to the ratepayers. Finally, I recommend that a compliance docket be opened to oversee the calculation and refund of the over recovery to Windhomer ratepayers and the implementation of rate case expense surcharge for reasonable expenses that Windhomer incurred in this appeal proceeding. So ultimately, my recommendation and action would be to move to adopt the PFD in part and reject the PFD in part. Authorize commission counsel to issue an order directing commission staff to conduct a number run consistent with my memo and our discussion, and direct OPDM to draft an order consistent with the commission's decision, and that incorporates the results of the number run for consideration at a future open meeting. Do we have any thoughts on this?
I'm going to try to stay quiet, but I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in agreement with the memo and supportive of the actions he's recommending.
I'm supportive as well. Okay. And then there was just one clarification to confirmation, Commissioner Cobos.
Yes.
That your motion to approve the proposal decision in part and deny the proposal decision in part is for the reasons stated in your memo.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. With that, do you need another motion or do I need a second?
Let's see. I think I believe I had the motion before, but just for belts and suspenders, let's go through it one more time to be confirmed that.
Okay. I would move to adopt the PFD in part or reject the PFD in part, consistent with the discussion in my memo, and also include the authorization of commission to council to issue an order directing commission staff to conduct a number run consistent with my memo and our discussion, and direct OPDM to draft an order consistent with the commission's decision, and that incorporates the result of the number for consideration.
Second.
I have a motion and second. All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion passes.
Will you explain that to everybody?
Items 2, 3, and 4 have been consented. Next up.
This is a nuclear bomb.